There's another thing you mentioned a while back. I can't believe I forgot about it. But you mentioned like crazy stories you have seen. This was when you were talking about the attention versus compliance. I remember you told a story a while back of the hot tub in Jamaica. Can you tell us a story similar to that one? Just so outrageously
That is the
fucking
most like
crazy.
that is the craziest, most vile one because of what happened after. The dude just waves his dick in a girl's face and in front of her fiance, and then she ends up engaged to the guy 28 days later. Like that is like I tell this to guys all the time. I'm like, bro, like you don't have to like want to fight, but if your girlfriend thinks that you're just gonna fucking run away whenever some dude bucks up to you, that's not gonna be your girl for very long.
Mm.
No, stories like that, man. I mean, I definitely have a few, but like they're more like game related stories. Like for instance, one time I was in I interviewed Paris Hilton and we sat in her room for 3 hours and I just got her to talk about herself the whole time. And she just got really fucking comfortable with me. And it's one of the things where I kind of came to the realization that if you can make women just talk about themselves, what ends up happening, they start to like glow like fucking embers, like heated metal. You know what I'm saying? And they become very like it's suggestible afterwards when you do that. So I recommend that very strongly. And then the other one like that I learned was the first time I remember I've interviewed her since, but the first time I snuck up and met Carmen Electra, I snuck into the VIP, but I had because I had hot girls with me, the security guards just gave me that little hesitation and just like let me go up there a little quicker. So stuff like that. I mean, I probably have some other crazy stories, but I can't even just I mean it's just one story after another of girls coming on my show and basically saying I want a boyfriend, and one girl's like, yeah, I'm looking for this kind of thing in a relationship, and then later on the show she's like, tomorrow I'm filming with two guys for the first time, I'm getting fucked by two guys at the same time. Go watch my last episode of Access Vegas. Well, there was one girl who came on, she's like, yeah, I want a boyfriend, blah blah blah, there's this guy I'm seeing, I'm getting kind of serious. And then later on after a couple drinks on the show she's like, yeah, I just sucked this bartender's dick right before I came on the show. Like that kind of stuff, you just see it over and over again. And I mean, life is a crazy experience when you see that. You remember that video that went viral? I'm sure all of you guys have seen it, where the girl's like, "Yeah, I have different guys for different tools. Like the one guy that I fuck, I would never be in a long-term relationship with that
Yeah, I
guy."
saw that. That
But
was
so she's like, "Yeah, yeah," and he goes, "Oh, because he's got great dick." Like that's what she says. When the more women guys see this, I think like the more craziness, it becomes less and less crazy. You
mm,
start to understand, okay, this is what's going on. Yes, you're right. She told you she doesn't sleep with guys on the first date, but she has slept with guys on the first date before.
right.
That's the thing you have to understand. She will break rules if she likes you enough. You
Mhm.
just fully have to understand that, but don't hate her because of
Yeah, because I always say that like I always tell guys that women don't necessarily have a stance on anything in particular. So it's kind of just like, they'll say I'm this way, but what it just means is I'm this way if this circumstance is this way. So meaning,
it. Mm-hmm.
I don't have sex on the first date if I don't like the guy like that. But if I do like him, I have sex with him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just basically that type of thing. There's always the I'll change my mind if I feel like it, or if I feel differently, or if it's a different type of situation. So this is why I tell guys, don't worry about what women are saying. You figure out what you want and then find the women who are going to do the things you want specifically. That's what it is. So if you're trying to hook up with women, just find the women who are going to hook up with you, or the woman who claim they're not going to hook up but will change their minds because you're that guy. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's all you got to do. It's nothing too
Yeah.
crazy about that.